We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, best bets always in the premium area. We try to win them all. That's the best. That's the bottom line. We give out more free picks than anyone here at Pick Dogs on our YouTube channel. Do more free pick videos than anyone. We'll continue to do that. Changing formats and stuff. And, working on things. So, excited about it. And, we'll keep moving on. Still waiting for people to join us. Now that we've moved to just YouTube and the notifications are not always the best on YouTube. We love YouTube, but the notifications not always the best. Let's see if that's why we always come on right around 10:30, at least as close as we can to it. Soon we're going to be pretty much right on the money at 10:30 a.m. Every single day. But, we got a lot going on here, and got a lot of games today compared to yesterday's card. We can jump right into it. Oh, I had all this stuff planned. I'll bring it tomorrow on this set. I had other stuff I was dealing with, but anyways. Yeah. But I had a whole bunch of stuff I was going to bring on here about yesterday's show. All right. So, Brian, you got anything to say? Rod? Just kind of throw me here to the dogs.
I was just preparing for when you say, "Hey, Brian, what do you like in the NBA?" Or
I'm waiting. We have to now that we're just on YouTube. We kind of got to give people more of a chance to join us because the notifications don't always go out. Rod,
I was happy me and Rod kicked some ass yesterday. I went 3-0. I think Rod went undefeated yesterday. Either that or he pulled out a huge day. I know we were both over plus 300 units for the day, so hopefully that means something going forward. I turned the corner.
I had a winning day as well, and I was plus units, and I'm up 3,000 units for the month, and I'm gonna stay on top of that leaderboard for a while because it wasn't just one big day; it was every day. That span, I've had a few losing days mixed in, but nothing disastrous, that's for sure. The whole idea of winning in sports betting is to maximize your wins and minimize the loss. So when you lose, if say even so Sunday was my worst day I've had, right? I was 1-4 in my premium picks. It was terrible. But all the losses were dogs and so was the win. So I ended up being down 275 units or something, when, man, if I had 5 favorites, it could have been down 800-900, right? So
yeah, if you're a guy that takes minus 140, minus 150, you're hurt.
I would have been minus 800, 800. I would have been done. So just the way that it works, you minimize. Losing days are going to happen. Winning days are going to happen. Like yesterday, I didn't have a massive winning day. One of my games was rained out. I was 1-1, but I had 2 dogs, so I ended up plus money on the day. And it's like if I could get that same plus money that I had yesterday every single day, I'm way ahead. It'd be a good month, man. It would still be a good month, if I could do that every day for a month. So, I don't believe in some of the things that, some of the guys say out there on the internet when they talk about how to make a living sports betting and all that stuff. I think that they, those guys rarely ever show what they're betting, right? They never do. But then they want you to buy their picks, which I love. I love that they never show you what they're betting, but they want to sell you picks. There's a guy out there that does that, explains about sports betting strategies and stuff, and then, how you do this. And then he goes to sell you picks, but he never gives you a free pick. Never. It's anyways. How did we do on the premium show yesterday? A little better?
2-0. Finally.
I went 1-1.
One
we
and
had
one
to
for
connect
me.
with a nice plus money, so I gave you a nice plus winning on a 1-1.
1-1 for me.
Oh, so winning day. That's what it counts.
Yep. get it right. And I think the premium show, the late VIP show, also just anyways, we're about 5 minutes in at this point, so I'm going to get things rolling here. Got the Pistons and the Timberwolves, the Nuggets and the Hornets, the Celtics and the Heat, and the Raptors and the Clippers, as well as the Pacers and the Sixers.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Detroit Pistons at home, getting the 7.5. Minnesota did cover a large number last time out, but just seems like a lot of points. And the Wolves are 2-8 against the spread the last 10 games, matching up against the Detroit Pistons. Just think that's a ton of points. I'm going to take the Pistons there, and then love the Boston Celtics at home, plus the 1.5. Celtics are 20-7 against the spread, the last 27 as a home dog. So I think you're catching some value with Boston there.
Rod?
For me, I like the Nuggets and the Hornets to go under 220. I see it at someplace 219.5. Shop it around, get the 220. Take it under. We got a defensive battle. Well, I don't think these two teams are going to get close to 220. Love that under there.
Got
the only one I like.
Got a few good questions here. I like of those. I like the Timberwolves again. I've been riding on them. I think the Timberwolves, I said in my video for today, that the Timberwolves are one of those teams that I write it down on the piece of paper, and then next year we have it, because I believe next year they will be a playoff team. They look good coming down the stretch. They're kind of like how the Suns looked at the end of last season, like they were ready. And I think the Timberwolves.
This is a game to take a look at on the VIP show as well. Pistons, Timberwolves. See how that line fluctuates or if it stays the same later on the day.
Yeah, the Raptors are resting everybody, so I'm taking the Clippers in that one.
What are they resting for? Golf?
I don't know. It says rest. Kyle Lowry, Van Vliet, Siakam, everyone. It's like rest. It's like they should just put "we don't care."
Yeah.
We don't care. I mean, because that really is what they're saying anyway. So Clippers all day in that one. Anyways, we got a few questions here that I want to address as they're here. So, where can I sign up for the premium show today? Okay, so there's a link in the description of this video and every video on our YouTube channel. So if you just go to the description of this video, there's a link right there. You just click on it, and you can sign up. And here's someone, I pay for the $50 a month. Is there a tier above that? Yes, there is. There's the VIP tier, and you can upgrade. We do a live show, us three, and on the weekends, Romanelli joins us, where we go over late money moves and kind of a late look at games. And I also give out at least one of my premium picks on that from the website picks. But if you can't find it, you can email me, mitch@pickdogs.com. So we have a good amount of people here. I'll wait till there's even more people in this. I want to address something else, of course, like I always am forced to do on these shows. We got the Bulls and the Nets, the Grizzlies and the Dallas Mavericks, the Bucks and the Magic, the Warriors and the Suns, the Kings and the Thunder, and the Lakers and the Knicks. Man. Brian.
Yeah, for me, I like the games I gave out earlier much better than these next two I'm going to give you. I'm going to take the Orlando Magic plus the 13.5. This will also be a game I look at later in the day. Bucks are off a back-to-back, and they had no interest in playing last night against the Spurs as the Spurs crushed them. And then I'm going to take the Knicks plus the points against the Lakers. No way I'm laying any points with the Lakers. They just aren't playing good basketball right now. And Knicks are playing good. So it's just a lean to the New York Knicks for value.
LeBron James is playing in that game. Rod.
Yeah, for me, I'm with Ryan. Give me the Knicks as well. I think that game comes down to last possession. Knicks kind of play. It's the only one I like. I think that's going to be a close, tight game.
I'm going to strongly disagree with both of you. Lakers all day and twice on Tuesdays, man. They're going to blow them out of the. They're going to blow them out of the building. The Knicks have struggled on this road trip mightily out on the West Coast, and the Lakers are in a position that's super unfamiliar to them. And for them to have to play in a play-in game, if they lose that opening round play-in game, which they'll have to play the Warriors, right? If they lose that opening round play-in game, then they'll have to play 2 games just to get into the playoffs. I mean, they don't even want to play 1 extra game. These guys haven't even wanted to play regular season games. I mean, let alone extra games, included in that when other people don't have to play them. They're going to do everything they can to avoid that play-in. Trust me, you're going to see the Lakers, the real Lakers here in this one. And as good as the Knicks defense is, the Lakers is better. And the only reason the Lakers are ranked where they are defensively, which I think is 2, is because they are missing their 2 best players most of the entire season. This is a blowout for the Lakers. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I don't know.
So you just think the Lakers are just going to turn it on just like that after not playing together?
Yeah, they just did like they did the other night.
The Knicks beat the Grizzlies on the road. They had tough matchups with the Suns and Nuggets, and they beat the Clippers. So I wouldn't say they had a bad road trip. It's not a game. It's the game I like the least, so I could be talked into your side.
Well, the Lakers beat the Suns by 13 going away as a 6.5-point dog last time out. That was without LeBron. I don't know. If you could beat the Suns by 13, who beat the Knicks twice recently, I think you sure as heck can beat the Knicks. I like the Knicks. I like the Knicks. I like the story. I think that they're a good team. I think they're a good team next year is what they are. Just like the Suns this year. I think what we're going to find out, and I use this example often, and Rod will, he can say, well, there's nothing to do with it, or he can nod his head in agreement. And that is Wayne Gretzky, his first year he went to the Stanley Cup Finals, got swept, okay, by the Islanders. Okay, that was the best thing that ever happened to him. Okay, he learned right then and there that NHL playoff hockey is a different thing than NHL regular season hockey, and the Stanley Cup Final is a whole different animal. And you want to take the cup from the New York Islanders, well, good luck to you. You're going to have to play a lot better than that and a lot harder than that, and also go places where you don't know that you even have that inside of you to do it. And you want to beat LeBron James at the Staples Center with Anthony Davis.
LeBron's not going to play, though.
Yes, he is playing. He's listed as...
I just looked. He said he's out.
No, he's in.
Anthony Davis is playing tonight.
No, LeBron's in.
I'll bet you. If I had $1 million, I'd bet you $1 million. He's not playing tonight.
It's listed as probable from what I see.
All right.
Doesn't matter. It's all because the Lakers know they have.
And that would make sense because the line dropped from 7 to 4.5, right? Because LeBron's not playing.
It was 5. It wasn't 7.
Oh,
this line was
I'd be
never
shocked if
7.
LeBron plays tonight.
This line was never 7. That's all right. We can do a side bet on it. We could do a hat. Knicks, Lakers, whatever. I'll take a Lakers hat. Even if he's not playing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Lakers are still going.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm not questioning.
That's fine.
I'm just saying he's not playing.
All right.
As far as I could tell.
Well, that's okay. I'm still taking the Lakers. I don't care if he's playing or not. How about that?
You think he would play? The guy, they need to win.
Well, he must be really hurt. I mean, he must be really hurt. It's like they need him next week a lot more than they need him now. Even if they win, there's no guarantee they're out of the play-in games. They're still on the outside looking in. They still need help. They still need help to get out of the play-in. Maybe if the Warriors lost last night, it'd be a different story. Maybe he would play.
I look forward to the playoffs, seeing the Lakers get knocked out.
Maybe if the Blazers. See, the thing is that the Lakers now have a game and a half of separation between them and the Blazers. It's 1 in the loss column, right? So it's like if it was even in the loss column, I bet you he would play, but he's not. They're gonna still win anyway. It really doesn't matter. I like the Lakers.
Are they gonna cover though?
Yeah, they're gonna cover. Of course they are. If you can beat the Phoenix Suns by 13, you sure as heck can beat the New York Knicks.
Yeah,
the Knicks are going to be good. They're
comparison.
just too young, man. They're too young to win in this spot. They're too young to win in this spot, man.
You see that in football games. Just because the Cowboys beat this team, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win the.
I'm not saying just because that. I'm saying the Knicks are too young for this spot. The later in the season, the higher the stakes. These are not. This is not a layup game for the Lakers. This is one they need. They need this game. They're going to get it. And the NBA, they know the Lakers need this game, and they're going to get it. Believe me.
That's true. They do need the Lakers in there.
They need them. And the Knicks and Lakers, man, it's like this is as big as it gets. The two biggest TV markets going at it.
AD last second 3.
As big as it gets. I'm also taking the Bulls. Just for that, Rod. Just for that form that you showed on that jump shot. I'm taking the Bulls also against the Nets. There. On spite of them.
I picked up a big box of Rod's favorite candies yesterday. The big peanut butter cups. I was
extra salt.
Extra salty.
Salted.
Have you seen the big giant one? It's like a pound. You want one of those?
I might be vaguely familiar with it. I may have heard it before. It's like when they came out with the bats, for Halloween this year. It's like I'd never seen the bats before. I was like, I wonder what those taste like.
I just got a 6-pack of twos.
Because they used to have the pumpkin, right? They had the Reese's pumpkin, but it's like now they have bats. It's like I have no idea.
You have 2-packs? I've never seen a 2-pack.
Yeah, the twos. I think they're twos.
2 of what?
I've only seen 3.
2 peanut butter cups in a pack. And
that's a standard pack.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are getting ripped. Our standard pack up here is always 3. We always get 3.
Well, it depends on what you're paying. What price are you paying?
I think it was $6 for.
So, anyways, we have a pretty good crowd here. So I get hammered by trolls all the time. I'm not whining about it or anything like that. I'm just saying I get hammered by trolls. So I got a guy who hammered me, and this bobblehead used to be on my shelf. It was right here. Okay, this is where it was. Okay, there it was. So this guy wrote me this long email that this was a political figure, that this was Donald Trump. Okay, it's not Donald Trump. I don't talk politics on this show. I don't talk about who we voted for, who we didn't vote for. We don't talk about any of that stuff. We don't talk about really anything political at all. I think as far as I went is on King Day, right? But this is not Donald Trump. This is Jack Binion. I got this in Vegas at Binion's. So he doesn't have a head of blonde hair. He's actually bald. See? So just the way the lighting and it shows. But the fact that anyone could confuse that means I will take this off my set, not to appease the troll, but the fact that anyone could possibly confuse that, because I asked Bittler before the show who that was. It was sitting on the shelf. I asked him who it was, and he said it was Trump. So it's because of the red tie, right? That's why people think that. But I mean, clearly up close, does that look like Donald Trump now?
No.
How about now? Does that look like Donald Trump? I mean, it's like, I don't know. So you guys know I would never have that on my desk. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of this right there. Okay? So no more confusion. Everyone happy? Everyone happy? Everyone happy? It's the dumbest thing, man. Yeah, I know. I when I first had it up there, I thought that it was possible because it is a distance, and I also have that the lens that I use on the camera, it intentionally blurs the background, right? So I knew, like, the big red tie, that it was potential that people, but no one ever said anything, so I didn't care. But this guy, I mean, he went off, man. This guy went off on me, like off. He also, I guess he doesn't like you guys either. So,
you need a mailbag segment where you read a letter every day from people.
Well, I couldn't. There's no way I could read this. But I'll just tell you one thing. He don't like you guys either.
Oh, I don't like him.
Yeah, well, he don't like you, and he don't like you either, Rod.
I'll challenge him to a fight.
I wouldn't challenge him to a fight. He actually lives right near you.
Well, I'll have to see what my other buddy's doing. Come over and
Yeah.
Get some bodyguard.
Yeah, whatever. I wouldn't worry too much about this guy. This guy, what he did, he set up a TikTok account and he started giving out picks, and he actually got one right. So it's like he got a pick right. So we're all garbage, right? He got one right. Finally, it was like a minus 184 favorite. He hit like a 2-team parlay, minus 184 and minus 210 parlay or something. So we're garbage, right? And we don't give out any free picks, right? And this guy, of course, is some cartoon figure on there, but it just happened. He just happened to slip up. So I know who it is, and I have his stuff, but I'm not even going to go there. I just wanted to address that. Really don't want to talk about the other stuff. I just wanted to address that bobblehead in particular, in case there was any confusion with anybody out there. I don't want. If it's possible that it could be confused with something else, then it's got to go. You know, it's not that important to me, obviously, right? I threw it in the garbage. I got it in Vegas. Opinions. Anyways. Brian, what are you selling?
Finally bounced back yesterday, 3-0. I'm going to look to build on that today with my Bittler Super Sharp Tuesday 3-pack. You get my top NBA play and 2 top plays in Major League Baseball. One's a dog, one's a slight favorite. Pick them up for $40 at pickdogs.com.
And for me, off a winning day yesterday, and I got 5 best bets. It's Top Shelf Tuesday. I got MLB triple and 2 NBA plays. These plays are the perfect opportunity to cash in big. Jump aboard. Top Shelf Tuesday.
I'm not folding to the cancel culture or anything like that, or anybody like that. I don't want anyone to even ever be confused. Just like I think that a lot of things that we do on the site confuse people, and I normally will address it, and people hate it when I do that. But it's like I don't care, you know. It's like it's my show, and it's like if we're doing something that confuses people or sends the wrong message in any way, then and it's something that we can stop easily, then we're gonna do that. But if it's one, you know, it's this one idiot, you know, this one idiot that, you know, I don't know, it's like he has a really bad life, right? I mean, I saw his house, so it's like I know what kind of life he has, and it's like, you know, if he's that miserable and that crappy, and it's like I'm adding more misery to that because I have a bobblehead of Jack Binion on my shelf, well, then he's likely not the only one. You know, there's probably other people that think that exact same thing. So I don't want anyone to be confused. We don't want any, you know, there's no reason to have that confusion. It's something easy, right? But, you know, some people are like, oh, why do you sell your picks? It's like I also give out the most free picks, right? The most. Not even close, right? It's not even close. Not even remotely close. Anyways. Time for Major League Baseball. I got a 5-pack for sale. I had a winning day yesterday, but it wasn't a really good one. I had 2 dogs, one and one. I had the Pirates in that game against the Reds. That 6-run inning, it was like, oh man, they're up 1-0. Man, I'm good. Right? Yeah, everyone knows that feeling, right? You're up 1-0, and it's like, all right, they got one back, and it's like, wait a minute, they can't get anybody out. Not another double. It's like the guys on second and third, and you think, all right, well, they're going to sacrifice. They're going to sacrifice, right? They'll get one in, you know, on a pop fly, end up maybe, you know, getting the other guy might go to third. Maybe they'll get that run in. You know, maybe, you know, they score 2 here, maybe 3. It's like double, single, double, double, single, single, single. It's like, stop. And then they show the manager on this thing. It's like, get out of there and go get him out of the game. What are you doing? That was brutal, man. Nothing fun about that one. Anyways, those happen. If you bet sports, it only, and the thing is, the Pirates were a dog there, minus 100. You know, it's like, it's the same as losing on, you know, a 9th inning home run, or, you know, whatever. It all counts the same. It doesn't matter. This was like ridiculous though, because I like to watch the games while I'm doing the videos. You know, when I'm doing my videos, I got them on the TV, so I kind of look up and watch them. It's like, then you have that up there. It's like someone's gonna have the sad face. Got the Giants and the Rangers, the Indians and the Cubbies, the Pirates and the Reds rematch. All those before 7 p.m. And then we've got, so during the drive-thru. Then we've got, can these guys compete with the drive-thru? Got the Nationals and the Phillies and the Tigers and the Royals. Rod, which of those 5 do you like?
And out of those ones that I like the Cleveland Indians here. Shane Bieber on the mound. And the Cubs on the road are getting beat by over 2 runs. So I'm going to take the Cleveland Indians on the run line in this one. As the Cubs on the road have just looked awful. And Adbert, I don't think Adbert's going to have a really good day here. Not a good day for Adbert. I'll take the Indians.
So you don't like that 190, that minus 190?
No, so I'm going to take the run line and then get rid of the minus 190.
So what does it go on the run line? I mean, I didn't bet the game because I see 190 and it's like I'm not even going to be able to get a positive run line on this. What is it?
It's plus 114.
Wow. So, all right. Cubs are 7-3.
That seems suspicious.
It does seem suspicious to get plus 1 on the run line.
I smell a 1-run game.
I smell a 1-run game. 6.5 is the total.
Alzolay hasn't been too bad this year. He's had all quality starts last three of his 4.
But you can't go by that because I think even the writers, I gave our writers a little bit of a hard time too because they're leaning too hard on the starting pitchers. These guys only play 4 or 5 innings, man. It's like there's a whole nother team out there. There's 28 other players, man. 29 other players. It's like that are way more relevant than the starting pitcher.
Well, then you can't lay all that juice because Bieber's starting. If that's the theory about starting pitcher.
That's why I'm laying 2 because the
but Bieber is a guy that goes 7-8 innings.
Yeah,
he is a guy.
He's been giving up 3.
But Adbert Alzolay has gone 5 innings, 6 innings, 4.2, 5.1, and 5. So he's a half a game guy.
Yep. I'm not arguing to take the Cubs.
I like his strikeout numbers. It's going to be a quick game.
To me, it looks like a 1-run game.
Okay. So you like the plus 1.5? Is that where you're going here on this one, Brian?
I didn't like it before we started this conversation, but when Rod mentioned that, I took a look, and it just looks too easy to take the minus 1.5. But as far as my picks go, I like the Nationals and Eric Fried against Anderson and the Phillies. Anderson's a bum. There's a reason you're laying minus 130 with the Nats here. And the Pittsburgh Pirates minus 120. Brubaker on the mound. Pirates rarely are laying any juice, but you got a stud in JT Brubaker. I think the Pirates get a win here today. 3-2, 4-3, somewhere in that range.
Okay. I like the Nationals against the Phillies. I just like fading Chase Anderson. It's just what I do, It's just part of who I am. Really, not a lot of explanation to it. It's kind of one of those. Even if it's. I don't even know why I fade him that much. He's not that bad. It's not like Fetty is some kind of prize. It's not like he's the second coming of Bob Gibson or something. That's for sure.
Well, that shows you how bad Anderson is, though. If you got to lay minus 113 with Eric Fried, the Phillies lineup is Fetty, Fried, whatever. Mr. Scrub on the Nationals.
Yeah, but
Scrub on the Nationals.
If you go by the starting pitching, like the whole starting pitching enamored thing, 5.27 versus 5.54. Is that worth laying any juice at all?
Phillies aren't a good road team. I think the Nationals are a definite play.
All right. Be that way.
Well, we agree on that. What are you talking about? You had the Nationals.
It's fine, man.
We agree on that play.
All right. We'll agree to agree.
We're fighting on an agreement play.
I like the Giants over the Rangers in the early game. What the hell?
Oof.
Yeah, Jordan Lyles is pitching. You have the Giants. So here's the weird thing about the Giants, right? Logan Webb is the weak link of that pitching rotation. I don't like the price here. That's for damn sure. But the thing about the Giants is, right, the odd thing about them is as lousy as they hit as a team in the bottom third of all teams, right, in baseball, they're one of the best home run hitting teams in all of baseball. And you're up against a pitcher that just serves them up, right, on a silver platter. Rod's writing something down. What are you writing, Rod? Is this a letter to me? Tell me how much you like me.
No, it's a juicy play that I got to keep my eye on for the VIP show later.
Yeah, me too.
Keep my eye on it.
Me and Rod are both
got an eye on it.
Yeah, that looks real good for the VIP for later. Loving it. Yeah, you want to jump aboard that? Woo, get excited.
All right. Anyways, let's see what else we got. Is there any other games today? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't do the night ones.
I know. I was just kidding. I was just being facetious.
I'm sorry.
It's like, wow. Wow, Brian's got
I'm picking on you today.
Brian's just got ants in his pants.
I'm ready to get another 3 wins under my belt today. We'll see.
I'll tell you, Joe D'Amico's on a little bit of a heater.
Oh, yeah. I think he swept the board 3 days in a row or something like that. 3 or 4 days, something.
I like Joe.
The host of Vegas.
The host of Vegas, Joe. Yankees, Rays, Red Sox, A's, Orioles, Mets, Braves, Blue Jays, Cardinals, Brewers. That's the tough one.
You didn't say Twins, White Sox, right?
Nope. Any of those, Rod?
For me, I like the Cardinals here. I think the pitcher for the Brewers, Peralta, good old Freddie. Freddie got roughed up last time, and I think he gets roughed up again. Kwang Hyun Kim, solid pitcher. I think he's the better pitcher here in this one. So I'm going to take the St. Louis Cardinals to. I think they hit Peralta early. I think he gets roughed up real early. And the Cardinals just roll from there. One I like in that one.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to go a little square here. I'm going to take the Yankees with Jordan Montgomery on the mound. I just think the Rays are having a bullpen day. The Yankees need to start getting wins together. It's not a play I'm selling the house to bet, but I like the Yankees. And then the second one I'd like a little bit more, the Oakland A's plus money against the Red Sox. I think you get the better team, Bassett on the mound, with the better team and the better pitcher for plus money. So I'm going to go Oakland there.
I'm not a trend guy, but what's the Yankees' record against the Rays over the last 3 years?
Probably 20-5. I mean, the Rays are probably 20-5 or something.
Something like that. So Jordan Montgomery's going to come in and be the stopper. I just don't even see the logic there. It makes no sense to me.
Patino, the bullpen guy that's starting, Patino is solid for the Rays. 0.52 whip.
When Rod says
he's only going to shoot, he's only going to pitch a couple innings, but still.
Rod knows solid, man. He don't do chocolate pudding. He don't do the pudding, man.
The Yankees are 8-21 last 29.
It's good. So it's good. You got a 26% chance of winning.
No, all right. I'm confident.
And you're paying up for that.
Today.
You're paying minus $1.25 for a 26% chance of winning.
I'm going to parlay the Yankees and Dodgers today.
Nice. Sweet. Hey, too bad you don't have the Lakers with me. That would really be nice.
Now you can have the Lakers.
You could do Yankees Knicks.
Hey, if I didn't toss
Yankees,
the Yankees
Knicks,
in
Mets,
once in a
Islanders,
while,
Rangers.
I got to keep guys guessing.
Yankees are 2-8. Their last 10 on AstroTurf.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
That
that.
doesn't
Astro.
They're probably all those games are probably in Tampa. Hardly anyone uses the turf anymore.
I'm 3-0 on days I eat Reese's peanut butter cups. So I ate the pack this morning. So I'm trending towards a win.
Nice.
I'm plus 25 units following Mondays that I drink coffee. Let's see. I like the Cardinals too. I didn't bet it because I don't like the money on it. Got a little scared off because Peralta has been good, so it's just tough to do it. But just see all that money on Kim. I mean on Peralta, just the oddball line money movement there. It looks like somebody knows something. Which I was gonna say somebody knows more than me, but then I just opened myself up for it. It's like I said somebody knows more than me. This has got 18 comments. It says no shit. It's like in the comment section. Oh man.
Boy, the White Sox are pretty square today.
Anyways. Yep. I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to take the Blue Jays there against the Braves. I'm not a Max Fried guy. I just never have been. I can't get there. So I got to pick something in that time slot. I can't do a straight Ruffalo. It's not in me. Got the, it's like there's one game on the board. I'm going to pass.
I'm going to take a pass.
What? It's like, why? What is the show about then today? It's about nothing. Then why are people watching?
If we all took a pass, then there would be no show.
Then why are people watching you? Who says they are? Got Astros, Angels. Angels on a heater here. Won 2 games in a row. Got the White Sox against the Twinkies. Rockies against the Padres. Got the Marlins against the Diamondbacks. And the Dodgers against the Mariners. Rod?
For me, this one I like. I'm going to take the Mariners over the Dodgers. Dodgers have just been awful lately, so they can looking like they're going to get right. I don't think this is the spot here for the Mariners. Up for the challenge of beating up on the Dodgers here. I'm not a Walker Buehler guy, so and the Dodgers 2-8 their last 10 games. They're just off to a rough start, and I don't think this is where they turn around. I don't think the nice plus money with the Mariners beat up the Dodgers in this one.
Brian?
Yeah, lots of square action here later in the day. I think the best bet later in the day is the Houston Astros and McCullers on the mound. Anytime they're going to pay you plus 140 for Ohtani, you got to scratch your head and wonder what's going on. So I think the Astros are a play there. And then the White Sox and Twins, way too much action on the Chicago White Sox. They're a good team, and I think they have the pitching advantage today. But this is just a pure public fade here, taking Minnesota Twins. Slight lean.
Maeda's coming off his best performance of the season. 5.1 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Those are the Maeda numbers, 94 pitches that we saw last season from him and in his past. The earlier numbers that we saw from Maeda look like a guy who has a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, which he does, and his stuff wasn't working. For Maeda's fastball to be effective, his other stuff has to be just spot on. And, I mean, it's like Greg Maddux. He didn't have a big heater, but it was like, his other stuff was so good that it was like, all of a sudden they see a 93 mile an hour fastball. At the high, it's high end, fastball. It's like
Maddox was pinpoint on the corners
right.
outside.
And Maeda's the same way. He's got that cutter, which is ridiculous. He has that ridiculous cutter, and if it's not working, it is really bad. Sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the thumbs up button. Costs you nothing, helps us a ton. You hit that like button. Also, share this with your friends. Share it. Share the love. Share it. Share it. Sharing is caring. Kind of feel good about that. I also like the Marlins against the Diamondbacks. Lopez mystified the Diamondbacks the last time they played. Come on, Lopez. Marlins for me. I don't know. I find it hard to get inspired by minus 160 odds. I would go Astros run line there against the Angels. And Ohtani. Ohtani has control problems. He's kind of like young pitchers, get where they just can't. They just have no location, and that's what happens to Ohtani. So, anyways, go to NHL. Any games today? We'll see.
2.
A pair of
Two
games.
games I have zero interest in.
A pair of games in the NHL. Capitals against the Bruins. And the Canucks against the Jets. Rod?
For me, the only one I like in this one is I'm going to take the Bruins over Washington. Bruins have been the hottest team since the trade deadline, since they picked up Taylor Hall. They've been the best team by none, goal differential in the NHL since the trade deadline. I'll take the Bruins over the Capitals. Even though they're on the back-to-back, I was leaning Washington yesterday. Not today. We're going to take the Bruins. Back-to-back or not, they come in, get the win. They're just ramped up and ready to go, and they're not going to take the foot off the gas here. The Bruins in that one.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree 100% with Rod. It's not something I want to bet my house on, but if you have to have hockey action today, I think the Boston Bruins are the way to go. The hotter team going into the postseason.
Which is done. We've got to finish up these meaningless games here all the way to the 19th. May 19th is what they're going to finish these games up. And then we'll have a playoff hockey date. Even though most of the playoff scenarios are all wrapped up. So let's just see who's where the seeding is going to be.
What is the best strategy when two respectable cappers have opposite picks on the same game? I would say either don't bet the game or go with your own pick.
Or go with a hotter capper.
Go with my pick.
Like, let's say Mitch is hitting, has been hot for 30 days, and I have something on the opposite end, or maybe you want to go with Mitch because he's been more consistent over the last 30 days.
Or maybe you just like to fade Brian like I do. It's a joke. You done with hockey?
Yep.
It's only 2 games.
I was just looking for this comment. I saw I told y'all comment somewhere in here. I love those. Those are my favorite. I told you. Those are my absolute favorite comments too. Don't you love the I told y'all comment? Right?
Yeah. Right?
I told you the Pacers were going to cover.
I told y'all. I told y'all the Wizards were going to cover. I told you. Wizards don't get blown out. They just don't get blown out, man. All their losses 3 points or less.
I'd bet the Hawks again today if I saw the same.
I know, Brian. But you'd lose again. All their losses are 3 points or less.
I would lose again.
I know you would.
It just seems like they're suckering you into the Wizards. I can't fall for that stuff.
It's okay, Brian. It's okay.
I can't get suckered into a winner. No.
Oh, we should change our thing because we're not on the Sports Chat channel anymore with this show. We're only on Pick Dog, so we should get rid of the Sports Chat logo off the top up here. just have the pick dogs. That would be cool. I like sports chat. Of course, it's my thing. But it's not this show anymore, so we'll just do this. And, whoa, it's a lot of pick dogs. There we go. I don't know. It's a little too big. I don't know. Let's put it over here. It's better. There we go. Anyways, parlay time. Rod, you want to lead us off with the parlay? How did you guys like it that I switched the order there on the baseball? Rod went first. And little curveball.
We were prepared. So for me, we're going to go at the parlay here. We're going to take the Nuggets game under 220. We're going to take the Indians on the run line, and we're going to take the Cardinals on the money line. Parlay those three up.
Brian?
Celtics plus any points you can get. The Pistons plus the points. And the Washington Nationals on the money line.
I like the Blue Jays, the Marlins, and the Astros run line. Blue Jays, Marlins, Astros run line. Recap time. Let's see if I can do this right. And Rod.
NBA, take the Nuggets game under 220. The Knicks plus the points. MLB, we've got take the Indians, lay the run line. Cardinals on the money line. Mariners on the money line. In hockey, take the Bruins on the money line. Parlay, take the Nuggets under 220. Indians on the run line. Cardinals on the money line. And it's Top Shelf Tuesday. Jump aboard. I got 5 great plays over there at Pick Dogs Premium.
Brian, you're up.
Yeah, for me, I got in the NBA, the Celtics plus the points, the Pistons plus the points, Knicks plus the points, the Magic plus the points. And then in the Major League Baseball, Pirates on the money line. We got the Nats on the money line, Yankees on the money line, Oakland A's on the money line, Twins on the money line, Astros on the money line, and then NHL, Boston Bruins, small play on the money line. And my parlay is the Celtics and Pistons plus the points with the Nationals money line. And make sure you pick up my Super Sharp Tuesday 3-pack where I try to go 3-0 again. I'm going to sweep the board for Tuesday.
I got a question for everyone that I want them to leave a response in the comments. If you're a premium member, we do an early premium picks and a late premium picks. On days like today where there's only night games, would you rather us do 2 picks each on the late premium YouTube, or would you rather still have 3 early, 3 late? Because we could do just 2 each late instead of doing the early, because it will, I don't know, supposedly you'll get higher quality picks. To me, it doesn't matter. I'm here anyway. I don't care, but it's like, it just seems to me like we were doing the early show today, and I'm like, well, there's not even any early games. We're kind of jumping the gun here, but I guess some people, not in the chat. Leave it in the comments of this video so I can check later. I'm not going to go back and look at the chat, so just do it in the comments of the video once the video posts. That would be awesome. But anyways, I took the Timberwolves, Clippers, Lakers, Bulls, the Nationals, Giants, Blue Jays, Marlins, and Astros run line. And then I say parlay up the Blue Jays, Marlins, and Astros run line. Okay. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We're going to try and like crazy to act more professional tomorrow. Be sure, if you're a premium member, to leave that in the comments of this video. I'll go back and tally it up, and we'll just go with the majority on that. And then, but the days where there's early games, we're still going to do an early and a late. Is the way that we'll do it. And if it does win out, that's just too late. I don't want people to say, well, hey, I paid for too early and I paid for early and late and now I'm only getting late, because you're still going to get the same amount of picks if we just do one. It's just they're going to be just later in the day, and you'll know line movements, or if there's a pitching change or something like that. It's a better product. But it's some people I know have to go to a casino to make their bets, or they have to do certain things. So I don't want to make it so I don't want to exclude those people. And we'll just keep it as is if there's enough. I'm not saying that it has to be the majority. We're going to go with the majority. I just want to hear what you guys think. So just let me know. And of course, I'm going to try like crazy to act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.